My dad's like, if you want to win again, I can teach you how to win again. We've got to put the phone off. We've got to get that mindset back. Get rid of everything that's happened in the last couple of months. Speak to someone properly. Get your mind right. It's nothing to do with your ability. You're the man.
Let's dive into the session with none other than Chad Leclerc.
WhatsApp Chad 2084 000 947 to receive a link to watch or listen to this intimate discussion with Chad Leclerc.
Afternoons with Zweli on 947.
Dropping all your favorite afternoon beats from 12 to 3.
We need to divide the city. This all stemmed from yesterday's conversation about things that you had forgotten. Very important days in actual fact. And it has now brought us over here as we divide the city for word on the street. So as we spoke about forgetting important things yesterday, there was one listener who sent in a voice note, and she was basically telling us that she almost missed her honeymoon. Now, she had left her passport at home, and luckily her sister in KZN stays in the area, so she was able to get there, get it to the airport in time, and now we have saved ourselves a lot of money because you're going to get left behind. Now, luckily she got her passport, and my big thing was, if you forgot yours at home and I've got mine, surely I've got to go. I'm going to wave at you through the boarding gate and say, bye, see you on the flip side. Because hear me out, even if we are going on a honeymoon, even if we are dating, whatever the situation is, you're the irresponsible one that's left this passport behind, and we're going to end up losing more money. Do you know what I mean? Another flight has got to be booked because you were irresponsible. You didn't tell them in time. Like, there's just so much that is happening. And I'm always thinking about how can we actually save money? Although my bank account doesn't think so. But nonetheless, this is not what we're here for. This is not what we're here for. So I want you to picture this. You're at the airport. You're rolling in your luggage. You're heading over there to check in your bags. And then there's the, I've forgotten my passport. Now, let's say your partner suddenly says that, but there's no getting it in time. So what's the move? We can't get the passport to the airport in time. What happens? Do you both stay behind and sort it out together? Or does one say, I'm sorry, I'm getting on this flight. You can catch me on the next one. Catch the next one, and then we'll see each other on our honeymoon, on our holiday on the other side. I know it sounds harsh, but if we both stay, we're probably going to have to rebook 2 flights instead of 1. So be honest, tell the truth, shame the devil. Are you staying together? Are you leaving your partner behind if they forget their passport at home before an important flight?
947.
So you're at the airport, you're off to a honeymoon, you're off to a holiday with your lover of choice. Yes, these days people have lovers, but they've got lovers that they choose to take to certain places. None of my business. You get there. One person doesn't have their passport. It's too late. It's too late, unfortunately, to make sure that you go home and you get it back. So my thing is, I say, you've got to stay behind. I'm sorry, you're going to have to stay behind because we can't pay for 2 new flights. And we've also booked this holiday. Imagine calling Club Med there in, I don't know, Mauritius, and saying, excuse me, my partner forgot their passport at home, so are we able to reschedule the booking? Hello? Of course, you know what the answer to that is going to be.
Computer says no.
Computer says no, we can't reschedule you. Now, let's find out, has this ever happened to you? Maybe, I don't know, you were going somewhere with your friends and someone had forgotten their passport. Did you wait for them? Let's check in on some of the messages. I've got a message over here coming through from Ntswaki. Ntswaki says, Zweli, this has never ever happened to me, but I'm far too sweet to leave anyone behind. So we'd both be going on that trip. So are you both going to pay double now, Ntswaki, to make sure that you are both there? Dumi says, my wife left her passport at our home and we were on our way to a Mauritius trip. I said, shame man, and boarded. She caught the next flight the following morning. Our marriage survived. You see, and that's the thing. It doesn't have to be that complicated. They can just catch the next flight. Bianca says, no chance. If we're going on honeymoon and you forget your passport, I'm staying with you. Imagine explaining those photos forever. Oh, that was my solo honeymoon. Bianca, girl, they can catch the next flight. It's not the end of the world. It really, really isn't. Let's wrap it up with Musa before we go to our WhatsApp hotline voice notes. Musa says, I'd wait from the departure gate, Zweli. We spent too much on those flights. I'll FaceTime you from the beach if need be, while you sort yourself out and eventually get yourself there. And you see, there I am, I'm vindicated. I'm vindicated. More messages are coming in and everyone's saying, go, we'll sort you out later. Am I vindicated or am I just a heathen? What would you do?
Hi, Zweli. First thing to do is to make sure that whenever you have a trip or you're traveling, you need to make sure that you check all your documents. So make sure that your passport or your ID, whatever that you need, the most important document that you need to use for that trip, you need to make sure that is actually packed. You need to have it on you. Before we leave the house, we need to do another check to make sure that we are all set. One of the two leaves a document behind, we're staying behind.
What if we left them?
Hi, Zweli. The person must stay, remain behind and go get their passport. And then I leave. What if the universe is trying to connect me with my soulmate that side?
The universe is trying to connect you with your soulmate while you're supposed to be with your soulmates on holiday. See, this is why I love the show, because you're just as crazy as me. And, I get the whole thing. We check our documents, but there's that random occasion where someone has left something behind and now we're in this situation. And unfortunately, you must stay behind. Chantal says, my husband is very dramatic. He left and I cried. 947. To be fair, I did join him 3 days later, but the initial feeling was still hurt. We're still married, though.
947.